Hello everyone, in this video I'll be showing you a Hex Witch build guide in Baldur's Gate 3. This is a modded class that just got added to consoles in the in-game mod manager made by Nuto123. I'll be going over this full class, and if you're having issues with this class, I got the solution for you. So, whenever we're going to go to select our class, you may notice here that it doesn't have the assigned bonuses or skill proficiencies attached. So if you can't actually select this class, so you can see here the confirm doesn't allow you to do it, you do have to continue by adding the bonuses here to whatever stat you want to increase, and then also taking your skill proficiencies. Otherwise, it won't let you select and confirm there. So we're going to go over this full class, and I'm going to go with a Hex subclass. Now, I really like the Witch form cat, but the Lesser Create Water is extremely useful for setting up damage, as well as the Minor Illusion, but we can also use the Arcane Blade. This is kind of like Shillelagh for early game. You can, your blade weapon becomes magical, deals 4 to 11 slashing damage, uses spellcasting ability modifier for attack rolls. You can also go with the cat form if you want to, and then for our spell selection, Find Familiar just works really well here, but also Fog Cloud can be pretty useful. I'm just going to go with the Find Familiar because it can help you tank an extra hit, which is extremely useful early on for just a single level 1 spell slot. So with our spell here for level 2, you also get the ability to take Shillelagh, so you can imbue your staff. That's what we're going to go with, I guess, here. And for the next level, I think Create Water is very useful. We're not going to go focused on too much of a cold build. However, with certain staves, we can also apply some pretty powerful spells that'll delete the opponent. Now, we also get some class passives using Witchcraft points, so you can do like your extended spell, subtle spell, etc. We also got the ability to, all foes in your radius hear your unnatural cackling, become afflicted with mental fatigue for 4 turns. Slumber, send a small amount of Witchcraft points to put 1 foe to sleep, so a single Witchcraft point. Sleep for 4 turns, no save, which is actually huge. We also have the Misfortune. Once per short rest, you can use a Witchcraft point to imbue your target with great misfortune. Your attacks against on your next attack roll have advantage. So it's a concentration bonus action. That's okay. Once per long rest, we can also fly, which is a nice one for 10 turns. Seduce, once per short rest, you can sink magical hooks into the mind of another creature, reduce the creature's physical. So basically, it's just enthrall for 10 turns with the Witchcraft point. And then Stitch Mouth, a doll, needle, a thread, or all you need to inflict misery on your target. If they fail a charisma save, they are afflicted with melt, stitching, and bleed for 10 turns. So that's a pretty cool spell that gives them silence as well as bleed. I think that the Slumber is just the best one because the sleep with no save, pretty good for 4 turns. Now, the Hex Witch is the point of this one, but you also have the Herbalist, Frost Witch, and Witchblade. I've done a build on the Frost Witch before, very powerful class. And now we also get the Warp Misfortune, or Warp Fortune. So when a creature you see makes an ability, a check, attack roll, or saving throw, you can use a reaction. Spend 1 Witchcraft point to roll a 1d4, applying the number as a bonus or penalty. We also get Bane for a 1d4 penalty to attack rolls, and then Hex for 1d6 necrotic damage. So very cool. If you do want to see the Frost Witch build, it is on my channel, so you can check that out. And I'll put a link in the description. Now, we also got ourselves level 2 spell slots here. And I think the best ones are Spike Growth and Hold Person for obvious reasons. Spike Growth is great concentration. They're both great crowd control for different purposes. This is more area of effect, whereas this is, you can pick one target and then have your martial classes get critical hits off on them. At level 4, we get Witchcraft points here. And we also get the Entropic Ward. So as a reaction, you can impose disadvantage on an attack roll against you. If the attack misses, you gain advantage on your next attack roll against your attacker for 1 turn, which is huge. And then we also get another leveled spell. So I like the Wild Form Boar, which is pretty fun. Phantasmal Force is pretty good too. And also the Darkness spell is pretty fun, so you can pick which one of those you want to use. We're going to go with an ability score improvement. Take up that intelligence, just makes sense. At level 5 here, we get another level 3 spell. And I like Plant Growth for this ability to do a non-concentration spell. Although you can take Animate Dead if you want something a little bit extra for taking aggro from the enemies. At level 6, we get more Witchcraft points, and then we also get our class passives and some spells. We're going to go with Animate Dead, but also Witch's Boon. Grant all enemies you can see regeneration for 3 turns while removing any disease, poison, paralysis, and blindness, which is nice. We also get Expanded Witchcraft, which gives us more Witchcraft points. Enhanced Body, once per short rest, you can draw Arcane Power into yourself, become hasted, gain an action, become faster. This is really useful. Implosion, once per short rest, you can spend a bit of power to create a hole, sucking all creatures in. And it uses an action, a bonus action, so that's a little bit rough. But Enhanced Body's huge, 6 turns. And you become hasted for 3 Witchcraft points. That's super useful. Then we also get a class passive. Kismet's Eye gives you magical darkness. You can get medium armor proficiency. Poison Master gives you poison to your spells, and Medicine increases the amount healed by your spells equal to your medicine skill. So few good ones. I just like the Magical Darkness. However, if you're taking that, you should probably take the Darkness spell, which you can't select here, unfortunately. So we're going to go with the Armored Gish for the medium armor proficiency, just because that's good for survivability's sake. Now, level 7, we get Lux Warp, so you have the ability to inflict the luck of others. Once per long rest, you gain 2 random portent dice, so Divination Wizard benefits here, and you can use this to affect a attack roll or saving throw, which is huge. You can change the dice roll. So yeah, very effective. We also get our Confusion and Phantasmal Killer spells. And level 4 spells, we got things like Everard's Black Tentacles or the Grasping Vine, which can pull enemies in as a bonus action, which is actually really nice. So we'll take that next. And then at level 8, we get another Witchcraft point. And we also get some more spells here, so I'll show that off. And then we get class passives, Dampen Elements. Use a reaction to half magical damage, or any type of elemental damage, I mean. Grim Harvest. Once per turn, if you kill a creature with a spell, you get 2 times the level spell back as health, or 3 times as necromancy. And Magical Ambush is really good too, so when you're hidden, targets have disadvantage on your saving throws. So you can hide, do hold person, and then game over. I like Grim Harvest though, so we'll take that. Dampen Elements be very good too, so it just depends what you prefer. We'll take our Dexterity up, although Alert for +5 initiative also worked really well here, so pick one of those that you prefer. And then we get our level 5 spells. Contagion's pretty nice. Wall of Stone can have its uses, and Dominate Person can be also pretty good, especially if you dominate person from hiding with the previous spell. We're going to go with Contagion though, because this doesn't actually, if you cast this, it doesn't aggro people, and it can really mess up their day. Then we get some more class passives, so I like to increase our Witchcraft points by 4, because using the Haste is going to take 3 of them. Makes this very, very powerful. We got to pick another level 4 or level 5 spell, so we'll take Dominate Person there, but you can also take Wall of Stone. And at level 11, we get Distort Fortune, so this basically improves it from a 1d4 to a 2d4 penalty. And then we also get ourselves the Flesh to Stone spell, so this is a great level 6 concentration that petrifies someone for 3 turns. We also get the Circle of Death spell, which I highly recommend for this, because we got the Necromancy Healing spell. This will give us 18 health back, although Harm can also work really good, or Greater Jinx, I guess it is. So Circle of Death, I guess we'll go with Greater Jinx, because this is a Necromancy spell. 64 Necrotic, 64 Psychic, 64 Cold, and deals necrotic damage, inflicts Jinx to the targets that fail, which is a Hex. Deals half damage that doesn't jinx the foes that make their saves. So pretty good choices here. We also get another class passive, which we can even increase our Witchcraft points even further. So if you want to take like something else here, you could go with this. But getting more Witchcraft points, never a bad idea. And then at level 12, we get ourselves more Witchcraft points and another spell, so Circle of Death there. Class passives, we get the Living Shadow. When lightly or heavily obscured, this creature has resistance to all damage except Force, Radiant, or Psychic, which is huge. Illusionary Self, whenever you are attacked, you can automatically miss the attack. And Misty Presence, after taking damage, you may turn invisible. Illusionary Self being the best one of these 3, but very powerful. And we'll take Alert for +5 to initiative. However, you can go with a Dexterity increase if you'd like. So yeah, very powerful selection of spells here. We can turn into a boar, which I think is pretty cool. So Wild Shape gives us this effect here, and you can spend spell slots to heal yourself, or you can rush enemies and also attack them there. You do get just a short amount of health, but then the thing with this is you're just going to use this for just taking an extra hit here. And then we also have our nice, we have 25 Witchcraft points, and we can cast Enhanced Body quite a few times with that per short rest. So a lot of other options that are great here, and also some of these use our Witchcraft points, so things like Witch Aura. Targets take 5 to 20 psychic damage, getting mental fatigue. So you can hit this in a huge area. It's not going to affect them because we're all friendlies. Reducing wisdom and charisma and other saves there. Contagion, poisons the target, or Phantasmal Killer there. We got a lot of different options for damage. We also got our Creator Destroy Water, which is nice, and then Create Lesser Water, which can also be a good spell, because you can drop that down and then drop, like, if you have Marka Heshker here, you can go with the Kreska's Favor and go with the Cone of Cold from it. So we got lots of great, powerful options. Even if we don't take the Frost Witch, we do have an ability to do some pretty crazy damage. Or you can even go Create Water with your Lesser Create Water, and on top of this, then drop like Chain Lightning. So some good options, and you can do that with your Enhanced Body. Good crowd control spells, good damage spells. We even have like a Dominate Person, and our Greater Jinx. So I guess I'll show this off in combat. We'll just go out into the wild here, just so you guys can get an idea of what this does in combat, because it is quite powerful. So we'll just run up over here and go out into the lower city. And yeah, just get to show this off. It's a very fun class, so I just wanted to showcase this. Greater Jinx probably be my favorite. It also deals cold damage and psychic. So if you have the Resonance Stone and Create Water, you can actually do a lot of damage with it, because it'll double 2 sources of its damage. And then our Circle of Death is our good area of effect damage spell. So I guess we're first facing off against them. We do get 2 level 6 spells, which is awesome, so we can blast her with that. Boom. And it took her out. Nice. Save failed. She got wrecked. So yeah, that's great. And we also have Grasping Vine, which we can run ahead here and pop that down. And we also have Shillelagh if we want to, or Shillelagh. So with Grasping Vine, this is going to be something that's going to have a little bit extra. It attacks enemies. It's stuck in space, but we can just end that off there. They might get caught up in it when they're dashing towards us. So yeah, or they might jump past it. Yeah, they're going to jump past it. Knew that was coming. So yeah, that is another thing. They also may attack it, so that's another great usage for it. You aren't getting away from me. So with this also, we want to be using necromancy spells as much as possible, because that's going to heal us. I do have my health pretty low there. I should have probably went over health related things there. You might be able to, yeah, we can hit them with the Circle of Death. That might not even, it's not going to hit them, but we'll still drop this down because this is a pretty fun spell to use. Or actually, we can go ahead with our haste here. So enhance body, use this, give ourselves haste, and then we can drop this down with our action. I probably should do that first turn. Took them out with that, and then we also got him there, which he has vulnerability to psychic damage. And I think this will remove our current one, but I might just... Or we could Hex. I might just drop this down. I think this does remove the second. Yeah, it does. And then that's going to grasp. Oh, I didn't have it close enough. Yeah, that sucked. But we'll just let it do its thing here. Main hand attack. Dealt some product damage. Athletics failed. I almost got yeeted off the cliff, which would have been awful. Darkness on us. That's fine. And I'll let them run up on us. And then our Grasping Vine there has its ability. Out of sight, unfortunately. And then we can pull this. And it's saved. Crap. So, yeah, I guess the priority here would be get out of darkness. And then go ahead with a free cast and drop. Circle of Death would hit that. Unfortunately, we'll try this one out. And hope for the best with this. Jinx them, so now they got the Jinx in their Hex, so they'll take a little bit extra damage. And we also get ourselves another spell slot here, so we can go with something like the Witch Aura, which can potentially reduce Wisdom. We can also try a Dominate Person off. 99% chance. Okay, we'll go with that. So we dominated them now. They're now on our side, which is great. And then we can also drop another one of these if we'd like to. Or we can even go ahead. How we ever dominate persons, we can't do that, but... burning off our spell slots with this, but that's fine. We'll just drop that down there. And they're now entangled, so they're stuck there. Perfect. That's the nice thing about the Witch, is you get some pretty cool ways of going about things. It's not even going to attack it there. Our Grasping Vine. Grasp and pull a target. And it's saved. That's fine. So then we get to go ahead with our spell. We do have to create difficult terrain there, which we can't go past, so that's a little unfortunate, but... we also get a free cast with our, with the Kreska's, or with, I guess we can drop our Kreska's Favor now, so Bolts of Doom. So we can apply that to ourselves, and then we get ourselves Chain Lightning, which is a fun spell. And boom, there it is. So, yeah, this is a very fun build. The Witch, Hex Witch, we also have him on our side until he wakes up from that, so you can even go with enter turn-based mode again, Hold Person, which will... it counts as an ally. That's unfortunate. Yeah, you can hit them with different spells here. So Ray of Enfeeblement, Witchcraft. There's our he's a friend, so it won't let us do that. If I cancel this, it's going to, yeah, he's no longer dominated. So I guess we go back to fighting, and then we can use this to just put him right to sleep. So good night, and then we can go up and big bonk him if we'd like to. So. Yeah, that's the fun thing about this build. We also got our Lightning Bolt here, so just be mindful that Dominate Person. Oh, we woke him up from his slumber, and I guess we'll just hit him with a Hex here, and then bonk. A little bit extra damage. I'll always Hex Wisdom because that's going to help if you have any stealthy classes. And I guess we'll just let it do its thing. We'll pull him. Oh, it's out of sight. I was hoping to knock him into the water. We'll let him choose main hand attack. That's fine. We hold our concentration. I'm going to back off out of here, and then we're going to slap him with... Oh, we could dominate him again, which would be funny, but I'll hit him with the Slumber, because that's just fun. And putting them to sleep and no save, huge. And then you can also drop, like, your plant growth there to get him stuck there. You can hit him with this spell as well. There we go, that finished him off, so... Pretty powerful. The Witch, Hex Witch. Let me know your favorite spell that you get in this class in the comments. Let me know what also kind of class you want to see in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the subscribe button below, and I'll see you all in the next video.